Hey my lovely students, once again welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well and I hope you all are well prepared now because from tomorrow onwards your online examination is starting, right? So students, I hope that you have understood all the content well and you have prepared thoroughly for your exams. So students, make sure that you read the chapters properly, you prepare word meanings, you prepare antonyms, synonyms, true, false, all these kind of questions, okay? So one thing very important which I would like to inform you that students, as you all know that from tomorrow onwards your examination will be starting. So this is the last video lesson for this week. Okay, so during your exams you people will not be having any video lessons. Of course you will be having your online classes as per the schedule, okay, which is already given on the WhatsApp group. Okay, so the day on which you are not having your exam, that day you will be having your WebEx classes, but you will not be having your video lessons. So video lessons will be resumed after your examinations. Okay, so as we all know that for 7th class we are doing funny looking poem from the course book, right? We have already discussed the 3 stanzas from the poem and by now we have understood the background of the poem, okay, that what is the theme of the poem. So we all know through these 3 stanzas. So in today's video lesson we will proceed further and we will understand the other stanzas, okay. So without any delay, let's begin. So students, as we all know that this boy faced a lot of humiliation and insult through these 3 stanzas, okay. So now we will proceed on to 4th stanza to understand what happens next, okay. So let's start with 4th stanza. The 4th stanza says, being quite truthful, indeed brutally frank, they turn off the camera when I go to a bank. The first time I visited a psychiatrist, ouch, she insisted I lie face down on the couch. So what happens in the very first opening stanza? They say, being quite truthful, indeed brutally frank, they turn off the camera when I go to a bank. Earlier what happened? People used to make fun of him, people were laughing at him, but now they were doing all these things very frankly. So the moment this boy was visiting bank, what happened? They used to put off the cameras. And what was the reason of putting off the cameras? Because they even don't want to see this boy in the cameras. So the workers of bank, the other people, they put off their cameras off so that they can't even see the reflection of this boy in the camera. So that is the reason that why they were putting off their cameras. Okay. The first time I visited a psychiatrist, ouch, she insisted I lie face down on the couch. Students, here we need to understand the irony in the poem that what happens when we go to a psychiatrist. I hope you all know that who is a psychiatrist. So who is a psychiatrist, students? See, psychiatrist is that doctor who treats our mental illness, okay. If we are mentally ill or we are facing any problem, we are depressed, we are doing overthinking, we go to a specialist, okay. And who is this specialist? Psychiatrist, okay. They try to counsel us, they try to guide us, and with their advice we try to recover, okay. But here the case was opposite. What was happening here? Here he says, the first time I visited a psychiatrist, by now I was thinking that I am facing a mental problem. Just because people were insulting me, I was facing depression, and to cure myself, I decided that I should go to a psychiatrist. And then I went to a psychiatrist. But what happened? Even I faced humiliation and discrimination at that psychiatrist. She can't even treat me. She insisted I lie face down on the couch. So can you see? There also he was discriminated. The doctor said, okay, I will treat you, but for that you have to turn off your face. I can't see your face. Okay, so do you really think that is it possible for the doctor to check the patient like this by asking them to turn off their face? That is totally impossible, isn't it? So here the doctor says, she insisted, so she forced me that I should lie down. I should not show my face to her, okay. I lie face down on the couch. Couch means sofa, okay. So that was very insulting for him. So wherever he goes in his life, he felt this discrimination. Okay, he was not getting that equal treatment. So that is why he was more depressed. And the moment he went to a psychiatrist, then also he faced the same thing. So why he was facing all kind of humiliation and insult like this? Just because this person was not a good looking person. So student, this is the reason that by now he was very much upset that wherever he was going, he was facing a lot of humiliation, discrimination, even at the doctors, at the psychiatrist, everybody. And this is the biggest, funniest thing in this poem, that a psychiatrist is someone who is actually treating mental illness. Okay, but here she was not curing the mental illness, rather she was also making fun of this boy, right? So that is why he was more depressed and upset that nobody likes me just because I am ugly. So even the doctors are not ready to treat me because of my ugly looks. Okay, clear? Now let's move to next stanza. So let's try to understand the rhyme scheme. If you check all the last words of the poem, you will get to this conclusion that the rhyme scheme of the poem is A B B. How we can find the rhyme scheme? We need to check the last word of each stanza. So if I talk about fourth stanza, the last word is frank. Okay, so frank bank. Can you see? We are having the same sound. Frank bank. Okay, so A. Then third line, ouch, and the fourth one is couch. So ouch, couch. They both are rhyming in same tone, right? So this is how we will find the rhyme scheme. So B. So rhyme scheme of this stanza for the entire poem would be A B. Okay. Now let's see fourth stanza. In the fourth stanza he says, but I made it to college and earned a bachelor's degree, then completed a master's and PhD. I'm the owner and president of a large company where lots of good looking people work for me. So now, what is the conclusion? What is the conclusion towards the end which we see? That he says, but I made it to college and earned a bachelor's degree. So by now I have realized that looks will not work. So I have accepted that yes, I am ugly and I cannot change the way I look. So now I worked on different aspect. Now I try to change my personality through my education, through my knowledge. So that is why I entered into college. I did my bachelor's degree. Okay. So after 12th you take admission in college. So that is bachelor's. Okay. I did my bachelor's degree. He says, I made it to college. I went to college and earned a bachelor's degree. So first I completed my bachelor's program and after that then completed a master's and PhD. So he keep on studying. Okay, so that is how firstly he did his bachelor's degree, then he did his master's degree, and after then he did his PhD. Okay, I am the owner and president of a large company. So now he is talking at present. So at present, if I talk about today, I am the owner and president of a large company. The same boy who was very ugly. Okay, so now he is the owner and president of a large company where lots of good looking people work for me. So this is the very biggest achievement of his life, that what I have achieved in my life. Yesterday people were making fun of me, they were laughing at me, but today see the irony of my life, that now I am hiring those persons who are good looking. So now I am the Lord, now I am the master, and those people are working for me. So this is the biggest achievement of my life, that those good looking people who used to laugh at me, today they are working under me. So this is my achievement, this is what I have achieved. And why I have done this? How is it possible? Just because of my knowledge. So somehow we can say that knowledge is more powerful, right? If you know that your looks can't change you, so now you have to work on your different aspects. You have to be creative. You have to identify your talents and you have to accordingly work on those talents. Okay. I am the owner and president of a large company where lots of good looking people work for me. Okay, so now they are working for me, and this is the biggest achievement of my life, that I have made those good looking people work under me. The one who used to laugh at me, the one who used to call me ugly. Okay, So are you understanding the theme, that what happened? This is how he got his success. He accepted. The very first thing which he did right was that he accepted that, okay, fine, I understand I'm not a good looking person, but one day I will definitely become successful. And this is how he became successful. Okay, are you understanding this? Okay, now let's move further. So students, let's see the last stanza now. The last stanza says, so if you don't like the image you see in your mirror, here is a message that couldn't be any clearer. Don't worry young people, just hit the books, because what you know gets you further than how you look. So what does it mean? Students, now you will be noticing that in the last stanza of the poem, there is an advice by the poet for all the young people like you. Okay, so in the very last stanza, we see that the poet is advising you all that, dear people, if you think that you're not good looking, don't worry about this fact. It's very good that you have realized. Self-realization is very important, and it's very good that you have realized with time that's okay, I cannot change my look, but I have other talents too, and I can work upon them. I can utilize my talents, and then I can change my life. I can be successful just by working over my knowledge. He says, so if you don't like the image you see in your mirror, if you don't like yourself when you look at the mirror and you see that you're not liking yourself just because you're not beautiful, you're ugly, you're not good looking, so don't worry. Here is a message that couldn't be any clearer. So through this poem, I would like to give you all a message that don't worry. If you're not good looking, do not worry about it. Work on your qualities, work on your traits, okay? Improve yourselves day by day, because the most important weapon is knowledge, okay? Knowledge is the biggest weapon which you can use to change the world. Because today if you have knowledge, you have power, okay? People will come under you just because of your knowledge. So with knowledge, you can change everything and you can easily get success. Don't worry young people, just hit the books. So it is very important to gain knowledge, because if you will have knowledge, people will come behind you. Okay, you will be definitely knowing how to run this world. So if you will be successful, people will come behind you. So that is more important. Looks doesn't matter. What matters is your knowledge, because knowledge is power. Are you understanding this? Because what you know gets you further than how you look. Because knowledge is more important than how you look. Okay, so that is why you don't have to give importance to your look. It's okay to be good looking, but if you're not good looking, then you don't need to worry. This message he has given because we see that when we see young people, those people who have just entered into teen and adolescent, they're very worried about their looks. They think that life will end over there, right? People will not accept them. But that is not the reality. The reality is that knowledge is power. Okay. So if you have knowledge, if you have wisdom, everybody will come over you. So that is more important. So students, I hope that you have understood the theme, that real power is knowledge. So this is the very important theme of the poem. And I hope you have understood the rhyme scheme also. So you should understand the poetic devices used in the poem. So which poetic device is used in the poem? That is alliteration. And the other poetic devices and other exercises we will be discussing in the upcoming video lessons. Okay. So students, I hope that all the stanzas are clear to you all. So please make sure that you give a thorough reading of this poem. You understand all the stanzas well, and please refer to the explanation of the video lessons. Okay, try to relate the video lessons with your stanzas, and please try to do the back exercises. Okay, if you face any problem, of course I will be there to help you out, but make sure that you practice all these things by yourself too. Okay, so work on your reading. So students, I hope that you like this poem, because this poem actually gives a very good lesson for all of us. Okay, so that's it for today's class. I hope you all have understood that this video lesson is the last video lesson of this week. So now we will continue after your exams. So students, all the very best. Do well, give your 100% and don't take any stress. Okay, relax yourself but prepare well. So that's it for today's class. Goodbye, take care, and before going, don't forget to like the video if you seriously like the content. Share the videos with your friends and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed. So all the best. Goodbye, take care.